someone there to call your own. Just remember, my dear friend, you're not alone.
Growing up, I've always wanted to be a singer. I've been motivated by my sister, and growing up as a child, we came from a humble beginning, and always been satisfied with what we have. And I've always had this one dream that I want to inspire people. I want people that listen to my words and my music, and they could relate to it, because there's a lot of people that facing the same problems, and just to know that someone else is facing it with you could give you that strength and to hold on and push forward. At the age of 14 in high school, I've been performing in school concerts, and I just said one day, let me write a song. And I wanted to be so original that I wrote a song that was a pop song, and I just started performing in these different concerts in school. I joined this competition that was at Club Next as one of the only contestants that performed original music. For me, that's always been something that I wanted to make a name of, because you performing your original music, people get to know you for the way you are and who you are, the person that you are. And so I wrote a song every single segment for the competition, which was at Princess Club Next. And that's where everything started. I started making the newspapers every single week. I won an award for the most promising contestant because of the same original music that I always do. And coming out of the competition, I was approached by a few studios, and I went with Vision Songs recording studio, and I started recording. And when I go about, people got to know me, and there's a lot of people that didn't know me, and they say, yo, you're a coolie boy. Wait, what type of music you do? Chutney music? Yeah? And I just be like, yo, not because I'm a coolie boy. No, I do pop music. I do different music. Like, I want to burst through the crowd, that people could relate and vibe with me as an individual. So I've been working a couple years doing pure original stuff. I recently released a song called Coco Crazy, and to be honest, I didn't even expect the song to get the reaction that it got. Not only with people around me, but people overseas. I was a little coolie boy, just loving music, want to make it so big in the music industry, There's a lot of times that I said, no, just give up, just don't do it. I faced a lot of struggles. I even started working taxi, used to, rent people car and drive around doing this taxi work, making a little income. There was days that, I didn't have a lot of money, and even when I didn't used to rent these cars and do taxi work, I would have a specific amount and say, yo, this guy carry me through the week. I gotta reach studio, I gotta record, I gotta get something for eat, I gotta catch bus. Still went for it because music was what I wanted to do, and I had this passion for it, and I wanted to, it's just something that makes me feel good about myself. At that time, I was in a relationship, with a girl, when you're young days, you're in love, you're on top of the world, and I wrote a song that called, well, at that time, it was like, every time I look into your eyes, it feels like paradise. And that was a song that I was working on, and I wanted to put out, One day we had a fight, and every time we had a fight, she used to block me. And then I still used to go, even though I used to get blocked, I still used to go harass and say, yo, I picking you up, use me girl. And anyways, I went one day and to her workplace to pick her up. We had an argument and she blocked me, but I still went anyways. And when I went, she said no, she's not going home. She's not going home. She gotta go for another branch for a meeting. And I said, oh, okay, I drop you. She said, no, no, can't make it. The girl will carry me. I said, okay. And the taxi man, yeah, I always get change. So I got in my vehicle and I come thing up. I come in change, putting everything together. Then when I look up, I see the girls that she was going with went away. So I went back and I said, what happened? She said, no, no, they're coming back, they're coming back. So right there and then, like, I felt that, something was wrong. And I went back to the vehicle and I just sat there. Little after, nice shine car roll up, tinted, fully black. You can't see nothing inside. Anyways, she run out, jump in, and it drove past. And I kept following this vehicle. And in my head, there was so many things that was going in my head. Yo, should I run this car over? Should I hit this vehicle? What should I do? But I kept my cool. And I went back. I went home, heartbroken, and I twisted a song and came up with a whole different concept of it. Basically, it's telling everything that I explained. The song is telling the story of it. If you listen closely to the lyrics, baby, you can't even look into my eyes. This can't be paradise. Every little thing I did was to see you smile. This can't be paradise. Oh, this can't be paradise. Yeah, and so that's how I came about to Fake Paradise, and it has a lot of emotion connected to it. It's not just a song. Music for me, it's what I feel. I write what I feel, and I know that if I write what I feel, there are other people out there that's gonna feel and relate to it because it's real. Anyways, I went on from that relationship. Went on from being a taxi driver. I went with my worked with my mom. We created a business called Lifeline Purified Water. We started distributing these 5-gallon bottle around the place, and I start, getting up, started doing things for myself, and started to work, and I've learned from a lot from big people in the industry because from small growing up, I've met with a lot of people, and I've learned that you always need a plan B in the music industry in Guyana, because sometimes you might think you have a song and you put it out and it's gonna blow up. No, it don't always happen. And sometimes you spend so much money into the song and you put it out and it don't happen. You have to get something to fall back on because that's just how it works. So yeah, I've been doing good with myself with a business, and it helped me push into music more. After that, I recently reached with an old friend, Richard Singh. I know where this guy went all the time in all his years, struggle of music. But anyway, I meet up with this guy, and he liked my vibe, and he said, yo, we could do good music. And introduced me to Darrell Pugsley, which is my producer now. So cool dude. And we basically formed the crew, and the energy that we have and the vibe that we set in, we got some good things coming. And we started working. I recently released a song called Coco Crazy. I didn't know how I was gonna pull off this production, but I had Richard, a good friend. he said, yo, we gonna make it happen. Don't worry, we gonna make it happen. So I had this concept for Cuckoo Crazy, which, like I said, it was a song that I wrote, and it it was a production that I already had. And when Richard heard the song, he was like, yo, this song could go blow up, you know? This song could do something nice with it. And we sent it to Darrell, and Darrell listened to it, and we did the production. And we just started reaching out. Well, Richard started reaching out to different people to get sponsorships and you know, to pull off the video. I could remember we were at the place that we was gonna shoot, and Richard reached out to the owner for Kabisa. He said, yo, my friend little retarded, but I talk him for you. Yo, we shooting a music video, and you know, the song is so good, and I know, you know, we could do things. What we could put to the table, and you know, the Kabisa brand owner is so good and so cool. He said, yo, yeah, we can do something for you. You know, we collaborated with a few other people, and we made it happen. Let me give you a little story, just a small story about the music video that we did at Climax. It's a love song. It's pure love, vibesy, you know, the atmosphere that two people have when they're in love, and we needed someone that would fill the part in the music video, and Richard reached out to his niece. So the girl you're seeing in the music video is Richard's niece, and you know, we were all friends, and we just came up with this concept, and it came out so good. But when we finished this music video, and it was so groovy, and the feelings were so real, my wife almost bust my head. Yeah, so yeah, you heard right, my wife. So I came out of that whole whole negativity background that I spoke about, and you know, I'm married. I have a beautiful wife, Abi. Big up yourself. I love you. I have two kids. You know, two kids that I would die for. So they're two of the reasons that I push so much now for music, and I want to make something for myself, so that when they grow up, they would be proud of the daddy. You know, what I want to say to the people is that two things you need in whatever dream you're trying to face, whether it's music or anything: consistency and self-motivation. For me, it's the people that I surround myself with, you know, good friends, and the energy that they give me in what I do, you know, my family. I feed off of it, and that's my self-motivation I built. And in order to be consistent, you need self-motivation, and being consistent is a key to making your dream come true.
There is always someone there to call your own. Just remember, my dear friend, you're not